Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. If you've ever wanted to learn graphic design, create a YouTube channel, or even just improve your storytelling for your D&D group, Skillshare has a ton of courses and classes made for you. Members get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. So I was watching Standout on YouTube by Jaza, someone that I follow on YouTube as well. He does an amazing class here on Skillshare, and it definitely helped me out with improving not only this channel, but other channels that I'm a part of as well. Skillshare has been amazing and offered my audience 2 free months of Skillshare Premium just by clicking the link down below. Only for the first 1,000 people to click it though. So if you guys are interested at all, go ahead and get your 2 free months right now with the link down in the description below. So if you are a lifelong learner or a dabbler of new skills, then Skillshare is the place for you. Go ahead and check out the link down in the description below. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing just straight up hate. Inquisition of Kozilek came out with Mystical Archives, and it gives us another really amazing discard spell, along with Thoughtseize, along with Agonizing Remorse, Acquisitions Expert, just all these cards that help disrupt all the combo decks that are in Historic. Make sure that the aggro decks don't have the gas to keep throwing out a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of removal in here as well to make sure we can take care of those decks. And then our Planeswalkers deal damage as long as they don't have cards in hand with Davriel and Liliana, and then Professor Onyx on the top end that we kind of just take over the game. The other really fun combo in here is Tinybones. Getting up to 6 mana, we can just target opponent with no cards in hand, loses 10 life, and that is one of our main finishers with this deck, and it is just straight up hate, and I'm really excited to try this one out. A couple of support cards to dive into real quick. We have Fatal Push, Acquisitions Expert for a little bit more discard, Heartless Act to make sure we have more removal in the early game, 1 copy Murderous Rider just because life gain is nice, having something that hits Planeswalkers as well, super nice on turn 3. And then our Extinction Event, 1 copy of Shadow's Verdict and 2 copies of Vraska's Contempt. The Professor Onyx on the top end isn't as good with this card, but we have a bunch of spells to be casting, and the ultimate does force them to discard lots of cards, or they just lose 3 life for everything they can't discard. Professor Onyx could be replaced with Torment of Scarabs or Torment of Hellfire, just because it does a similar type of effect. You don't have to get to an ultimate to make it work. Torment of Scarabs actually really good once they are down to no cards in hand. They have to start sacrificing things or start taking 3 damage. The issue is that we don't do a lot of damage to face until later game. I don't feel like this is that amazing of a play, but it can be really fun. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay and hate on some people, and let's see how this one does for us. But real quick, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. It helps support the channel a ton. And if you're someone that has already subscribed but still wants to support the channel even more, please consider hitting the join button. It's just like a subscription on Twitch. It helps the channel a ton if you guys want to. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. All right, up against JJR. This is a great hand for an aggro deck. So let's hope that's what we're up against. Inquisition of Kozilek, turn 1 discard into lots of removal. Being on the draw, this is the kind of thing we're looking for. Faithless Looting, that's not the kind of thing we're looking for. If they have like an Burial Rites or whatever, reanimation, bad stuff right there. Although Heartless Acts are good against most of the reanimation targets. All right, so Inquisition of Kozilek. Get rid of... Faithless Looting just goes to the graveyard. I guess Cathartic Reunion. I mean, force them to discard. This one requires them to discard first. So in some ways, like, they're going to have to get rid of whatever this is for it to actually work out. And that might be pretty difficult for them to do. Like, they're getting rid of all of their lands to actually get up to stuff. Yeah, that's 2 more lands. Draws 3 cards, though. That's right, it's 3 cards instead of, whatever. Acquisitions Expert. Yeah, these cards get a lot worse when you don't actually have cards to keep in hand. Not impossible to play, but worse. Acquisitions Expert is just the best burglar rat, or there's the other like elf one that came out. It's just absolutely the best. Dragonstorm. All right, so Storm deck. All right, so Mystic's Mastery. They're trying to overload a Mystic's Mastery, is my guess. Actually, Mystic's Mastery, just getting like 2 or 3 of these. They just find Terror of the Peaks and Blade Wings. Yeah, so if they find Tear the Peaks, Blade Wings, and they get one Blade Wing in the graveyard, they have infinite combo. That's their game plan. Davriel.
I'm mysterious. Refine. Empty your mind.
Discard a card. There, so that's the Blade Wing. So they have number 1. So all they need to find now is a Mizzix Mastery, and then we're in a lot of trouble. Land and Mizzix Mastery. Yeah, Mizzix Mastery, they play Dragonstorm. Because Mizzix Mastery casts it first, they get 2 triggers on the stack. They get to grab Terror of the Peaks, grab a Blade Wing of the Risen. Blade of the Risen returns the other Blade Wing of the Risen back. Legend rules. They get to bring him back over and over, and over again, and it's infinite combo loop with Terror of the Peaks. We're going to have to play that one probably later because that sounds super fun. All right, yeah. Faithless Lootings do nothing, though, so now they're just straight up top decking. And we do have Heartless Act to kill Terror of the Peaks in response to Blade Wing the Risen, all that kind of stuff. So we still have a chance to win this one. What's a whiner? Good job, Davriel. Go get him. Faithless Looting. Yeah, digging as deep as they can for a Mizzix Master, or yeah, something. We can't really discard a game with Davriel. Now we're looking for one of our other Planeswalkers. Liliana to help speed up the clock. Any of those kinds of things. Tinybones would be sweet. Lands aren't the worst. I mean, it's not amazing. Down to 13. Damage.
All I've left you is pain.
Is there any kind of card that just like whenever a creature enters your battlefield, you deal damage to their face? Because I think that could help improve this kind of combo. All right, doing 3 damage a turn, slow and steady. Might just win this race. We'll see. Because reanimation with Blade Wing the Risen as well isn't the worst way to go. All right, force him to discard this one. We have another Davriel. Sees the spoils. Davriel.
I do hope this mask is intimidating enough. Ooh, sorry.
Okay, the voice on this is just making me laugh. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. It's I haven't heard that one in a long time, but it's good. Okay, there's Mizzix Mastery. All right, so going for the combo. Storm's off for 2. They do have a chance to win here. We have the answers in hand, though. So, yeah, first one grabs a Terror of the Peaks before the other one resolves. We get to kill this. Oh, a Lathless. Interesting. Heartless Act. Just see, how many options do they have now? So, yeah, I killed Lathless. You can give it +1/+0. This should be game. So, surprised they didn't go for Terror of the Peaks there. Maybe they don't have that many. Lady Lathless also gives just a bunch of 5/5 dragons. So every time a dragon enters the battlefield, so they just get a bunch of 5/5s. But Terror of the Peaks is the actual win combo. Did they only have one? It doesn't seem like the right way to go about that. Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet, is it? They get to draw a card here. We take 1. We're never to anything. They get to hit Davriel. We get to discard that card.
Hey, this cloak's expensive. I don't think you'll be needing that.
All right, down to 4. Down to 2. One more turn. All right, we got there. Sweet. That's a sweet combo. We definitely need to play it soon. I think that there's ways to improve that combo as well. It's a really fun combo. All right, up against Claw Viper, and we don't actually have turn 1 discard. But 3 lands. I think this is one of our first 3 land hands that we have a chance to keep on the opening draw. On the draw with Agonizing Remorse as well, we're not discarding for a while. Not even that amazing removal. I think we got a mulligan. And yeah, we have to be trying to get these guys. So keep this, drop Professor Onyx. Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay. Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, we get to take both of the Archdruids this turn to the next. But we have to Thoughtseize and not Acquisitions Expert to make sure that goes away. Because that's got to go away. The Elite. So they do have Coco. Coco's bad. Us Contempt. Yeah, so we're going to Thoughtseize. Take 2. Have to get rid of this Archdruid. Then let's play Bojuka Bog. Is out their graveyard. Pass the turn. We need to find Extinction Event or Shadow's Verdict. Like, really badly. Alright, so last card in hand is Coco. We do get rid of Coco. Absolutely will do that to make sure that doesn't happen. 5 damage on board. It's still a decent clock. We can at least block effectively with Acquisitions Expert. As long as they don't have a Lord. Okay, we have 2 cards in the graveyard. Liliana. Oh, yeah, so we're no blocks, take 2, down to 11. Sentinel. That's fine. All right, pass the turn. Hold on to Heartless Act. A land would have been really nice right there. Because now we have to find Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict, and a land. And that's just too many things. I think this deck needs a little bit more card draw. I'm going to say no blocks. I don't want to use Heartless Act on anything but the best of things. Llanowar Elves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to either kill Allosaurus Shepherds or their ramp spells. Let's kill the Shepherd. Liliana. If they play a land, we have no chance to respond before Allosaurus Shepherd goes off. They would have to tap down this one, play this. 6 mana, Allosaurus Shepherd goes off. We take 7 from this guy because it's the only one that will die, and we can Vraska's Contempt the other one. I think it's worth waiting to see if they have a Lord instead. I could have played Liliana and killed the Shepherd then. But then if they have a Lord and attacking with everything, we're taking probably more damage. Let's go Vraska's Contempt. Stop their damage output. It's amazing how well this Acquisitions Expert's stopping them. They probably ought to just be attacking it a little bit more aggressively. Okay, Liliana. Get rid of the Shepherd. No attacks. Now they can at least attack it with the 2 Sentinels. They probably attack at Liliana this turn. Honestly, if they still haven't found another Lord, that's awesome. It's really good for us. They have 5 mana. They could have a Coco. Coco's bad. Collect the company. Skemvar Avenger. That's also actually very bad. We have to be able to kill this now. They might attack in non-token elf. All right, so we kill the token. Scambar Avenger doesn't get anything. Yeah, Lana Wells would have been a nice thing to get rid of. But now I think we kill Scambar Avenger. We lose our Liliana again. They can take 3. We have to get ahead. This is one of the biggest issues of this deck, is that we need something that deals like combos off and kills them right away. And that's kind of Tinybones. Tinybones can deal 10 damage in 2 or 20 damage in 2 turns. Crap. We'll say no blocks. Down to 8.
Fine. I can see I'm not wanted.
Heartless Act before they have a chance to go grab another one. If they hit a land off the top, I believe they have enough. So yeah, pass the turn. Well, we're staying in this game. We're not winning. That's for dang sure, but man, we're... This has got to be the most annoying deck in the world to play against. Just like, for the love, stop it. No, we will not. The hate will continue. Alright, Chop down to 7. Thoughtseize deals 2 points of damage to our face. We actually don't want to do that. How good does this thing have to be for us to... If it's a land, I'm not sure if they'd play it right away. If it's a behemoth, Craterhoof Behemoth, I'm not sure what we do there either. Let's pass the turn. All right, taking 1 a turn. The clock is real. 6 turns to find an answer for what's going on here. Extinction Event would do it. We have a lot of cards here. We definitely need more card draw. Deals 1 damage to us. I think I can handle that one. So they reveal their hand, then we can choose something from the graveyard if we want as well. So yeah, it's a land, so opponent's graveyard. Let's take... It doesn't really matter. I don't think... Actually, they're playing black as well, so... It is an important thing to still get. Yeah, okay, pass the turn. Down to 4. Sentinel, yep. Come on, Extinction Event. It's... Yeah, there we go. All right, now I can put the beatdowns on. Odd. Take that, fool. Got him. All right, 8 turn clock. Here we go. Oh, this is awful. Grasp of Darkness. Can we still attack? I don't think we can. I want to hold on to Grasp of Darkness for something better, so pass the turn. We need to find one of our finishers, like our Planeswalker or whatever. Liliana would be great. We just can't find... Crap. Don't hit anything off the top. They have a chance to respawn before combat. Okay, yeah, so Grasp of Darkness, kill that dude. Yagon. That means they have something that's not an elf off the top, or not 3 mana at least. Which means we have another turn. Come on, all right, deck. Come on, deck. You have to give us one of our finishers. How many do we have here? All right, look at our trusty dusty MTG assistant, which, by the way, if you guys want to check this one out, it's down in the description below. It helps support the channel. We have an Onyx, Liliana's. Oh, we already lost 2 Lilianas. I guess that's fair. Davriel would be nice to find at some point, too. All right, we're pretty sure that's a land because of what Realmwalker did there. Or a Behemoth. Both could be bad. Pass the turn. Let's see, what else we need to find? Murderous Rider would be nice just to get some lifelink available. Warmaster. 5 mana. They should play a land if they have one in hand. Get up to a possibility of this Warmaster going off. Land. Yeah, they should definitely be playing out the land there. Because if they hit another land, they could pump up the Elena Wells and have the win on the next turn or close to it. Now, if it's not a land, they're definitely not in good shape. So they're attacking with just a Warmaster. We have to block. Castle Locthwain. Alright, good game. There we go. We're way out our own way. That's... Oh man, how evil can a deck get? Get to that point and then kill ourselves. That's right, fool. Alright, up against Derp No Whiskey, and I honestly think that we need to have turn 1 discard to really make this work. We do have, you know, a lot of turn 2 discard and some good interaction. But even then, we don't have the lands to get there. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this and try to make sure, yeah, we have this stuff. So keep this. We're going to drop the Murderous Rider, hoping Extinction Event is a little bit better in general. Although we don't have the mana for it yet. We'll get there. It's fine. Sure. Shocks himself, Soul Warden. All right, yeah, life gain, annoying stuff here. Inquisition of Kozilek should be good. Angels. All right, we want to take Bishop of the Wings. Good stuff. They didn't have another land in hand. Yeah, didn't draw land. That is game. All right, sweet. Alrighty then. All right, up against Loxaprofen, and no turn 1 discard, but a good curve, and we're on the play with a tapped land on turn 1. Let's try it. Bojuka Bog. We're going to target ourselves this time. Yes, I'm sure. Take that, fool. Knight of the Eben Legion. Heartless Act. Let's wait until they go to pump it. Hopefully they don't get a counter onto this anytime soon. Gift Aetherborn. Demonic Embrace doesn't make a whole lot of sense here, does it? Let's get rid of Gifted Aetherborn. The Knight of the Legions are a little bit awkward. All right, so this says something gets negative X, where X is the number of cards in graveyard. Is that another Knight? We play out Castle Locthwain, pass the turn. We need a Heartless Act on this turn. Absolutely. Wait for them to pump. I wasn't sure if they would go for the Demonic Embrace there. Okay, take 2. Gutter Bones. Alright. Kill a Knight. If I want to sacrifice this Liliana and kill a Knight right now, they don't get a chance to do much with it. Then they can go for Demonic Embrace and hit for 5, and we have to find answers. At the same time, though, they probably will have to keep going after Liliana to really deal with it. What's their play if we play this? If we tick up, each player discards, we get rid of a Davriel. They probably discard Demonic Embrace. They have to hit this has to hit face for someone to lose 4 life. Sorry, I'm just making sure I go through all this. I think Liliana is the best play. I'm not sure if we're ticking up or ticking down right now. Killing a Knight is nice.
Ruining your day is going to feel great.
If we get to Extinction Event, that is the amazing card for this matchup. Let's just kill a Knight. It gives them a free kill on the Liliana, which is definitely annoying. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm a survivor.
If we're we would have had to have so many good things to make everything else actually work out. So Thoughtseize hits a Davriel. We have 2 of them, so it's fine. I mean, it's not great. It's fine. Gonna play Demonic Embrace now. Cool. Removal. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of that last card.
Let's tidy up.
All right, takes 2, down to 16. They killed Davriel? Yeah. I mean, it protected us from 5 points of damage there. I'm okay with that. Vraska's Contempt. Let's see if they go for anything else here. Card draw with Castle Locthwain is annoying. Okay, Vraska's Contempt. There was a chance they had something like Village Rites, which would have been really annoying. Rotting Reggie. Oh, come on now. Tinybones. We do have 6 life there. Okay, we're going to take 10. Pass the turn. We've already seen the Thoughtseize from them. Grasp of Darkness. Okay. That's the other card I forgot to bring into this deck. We need Grasp of Darkness in this one. Being mono black, we for sure need that. I'll probably make a switch with that. I have Fatal Push in here right now, I think as a 2 of, which is nice to hit some things, but we're not getting rid of enough things for Fatal Push to make sense. Wait, they're playing Grafdigger's Cage before Demonic Embrace? Dude, you can't play Demonic Embrace anymore. Should I play this just to not get hit by Routing Regisaur? I know they don't have anything in hand, but what else could I find? That gives me 3 mana. Which we have Murderous Rider. That was the main thought there. Alright, Tinybones. Opponent has not discarded, so it doesn't matter as much here. We're just having to block. Maybe not. We'll hold on to it. Pass the turn. All right, they discarded, which means if Tinybone stays alive, so no blocks, we actually get to... Oh, we lose a life and dang it. I forgot we lose a life and draw a card. So now that they discarded because of the Rotting Regisaur, we're dead. Yeah, okay, good game. They got us. Tinybones. Yay, we got another Inquisition of Kozilek. I forgot about the losing 1 life there. I mean, in hindsight, that last card needed to be removal, and it was not. I guess we would have been able to look 1 deeper. No, yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Our up against Mater Yon. We'll keep this on the draw. Man, we've been on the draw a lot with this deck. In fact, I think we've only been on the play 1 time out of... This is game number 5. Interesting. Rest in Peace we're okay with. Idyllic Tutor is annoying. 9 lives. We don't actually care about it. Like, the way that we win, we don't attack with creatures. And so it's fine. So get rid of the Idyllic Tutor so they can't get Solemnity. Because Solemnity is the thing that's really annoying. Rest in Peace. Also fine. We don't want them to have a graveyard. There's only a few things where that would help us. We really needed to find something to discard on turn 2. That's actually a big ouchie. You have Rest in Peace and Grafdigger's Cage. Good on ya, mate. Let's go. Gideon's Intervention. So when it enters the battlefield, your opponent can't cast spells with chosen name, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you by permanent control with sources of the chosen name. Yeah, we need to get rid of that. If I remember right, they only have 1 of these. Wrath of God. That doesn't matter. So yeah, Gideon's Intervention goes away. So 9 lives says, if a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. Okay, so if Davriel does damage to them, it'll put 1 counter onto it, which actually will be a faster win than just by itself. So that's okay. Davriel.
The mask is scary. Let me pick your brain for a minute.
It's rid of Wrath of God. Deals damage to their face.
Whiner.
What's a whiner? Alright, so now it's 9 points of damage either way. We have to keep them off of Solemnity. If they find a Solemnity, that still is a hard lock, and we don't... Actually, wait. So they do have Solemnity. We get rid of... Oh, this is sweet. Okay. Get rid of their 9 lives. Tinybones is the way that we win here. We get to draw a card, hopefully hit that land. But I want to play out another creature here. Yeah, I think we do. Just in case. Draw a card, lose a life. They take 2 down to 16. Relic of Progenitus. Just to draw a card. Not enough to cast out of 9 lives though, so that's fine. Oh man, we didn't find the land, did we? Hopefully we can force him to discard here. I will force him to discard even with yeah, Davriel if I needed to, just to draw the card with Tinybones. But now we're good. All right, down to 13. You really needed a land there. There it is. A little bit late, don't you think? All right, please don't have anything. Castle Locthwain. Not enough. Yeah, because we have Tinybones. And then Davriel wins. Yep, so good game. They can block one thing. Yeah, so we got him. Whoo! That's the main combo. That's the way that we actually are trying to win, is with Tinybones. That's happened the first time on game 5. Yeah. All right, guys. So the Just Hate deck, I think, was super fun. Let's check out the stats on this one. What do we end up with? It should be 3 and 2. Yeah. So Just Hate, 60% win rate, on the draw 4 times, and we win on the draw all the time. I mean, when you only are on the draw, it's the only chance you have to win, right? Yeah. It did okay. I think I mean, being on the play with this deck obviously would be a lot better. Being able to discard and disrupt them on turn 1 is huge. And we didn't get that opportunity to try that often. And so honestly, I think this deck is really powerful in the format. The biggest issue is having the way to win. Is what I had a good way to win? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Tinybones is kind of the main way. I think it needs a little bit of a ramp to make Tinybones really there, or we need more card draw. That was the biggest issue, actually. I think we need more card draw. And what things give card draw? So you can bring in a Wrinkle. Wrinkle is a way to draw cards and potentially discard. If we have discard in hand, them drawing a card and then we get to discard it right away is kind of okay, as long as they don't have something instant speed that is relevant right then. And so Wrinkle could be a really good inclusion, but it makes the deck a little bit more expensive, which is something that we're trying to avoid in general. But I mean, it deals 4 points of damage a turn, gets to sacrifice their stuff, whatever. It is a good card for the deck. So Wrinkle would be a good inclusion and some card draw. There are, I think there's some other cards. There's the Skull Raid. This is a card I forgot about and just remembered now. Target opponent discards your card. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, you draw cards equal to the difference. And so that can be a really good top deck in the late game with this one. At the same time, though, it's 4 mana for a sorcery. So it's discard. If they don't have anything to discard, we get to draw cards. That can be a really, really big swing in the late game. But in the early game, I don't think I'd really want this in my hand. I don't want to foretell this on turn 2. At the same time, though, if they are empty-handed and we have like 3 or 4 mana, I can foretell this and hold up a Heartless Act and then pay for 2 on the next turn or something like that. So I think Skull Raid is probably a good inclusion to the deck. There's a few cards like that I think we could leave it down in the comments below what you guys think would be good inclusions for this too. I did take out Fatal Push for Grasp of Darkness. I definitely like that a lot better. That felt really good. Bojuka Bog, I think, did good enough making sure the graveyards were exiled. I had Ashiok in it initially and decided to trim it just because we have Bojuka Bogs. You could probably go up to more Bojuka Bogs, maybe play something like Grafdigger's Cage just because it's hate for a lot of decks anyway. So the Grafdigger's Cage could be a really good one, but we also do have Liliana, Walker of the Dead, which wants to bring stuff back from the graveyards as well, and that is a win condition for us against some matchups. And so I didn't want to take that completely out of the question there. So I don't know. Yeah, this is a fun deck. I think it's interesting. It's super. I think if you ever have the ability to be on the play and discard 3 cards by turn 2, I don't know how people come back from that. Like, as long as you have anything else good in hand for interaction based off what you see, what they're doing, you should just be able to win from then on, just for the amount of value that you have. But that's the hard thing, is that the ways that we're winning are so slow that people could technically top deck really well and come back and win if we don't have the right kind of answers for stuff, So there is that downside of that. We need to have a way to win a little bit faster. Torment of Scarabs, like I was saying before, could be interesting. Torment of Scarabs could be good. Turgid could come in really handy. Just having something, forcing him to discard or lose life every turn with the Lantern side of it to be a little bit more damage dealt. by turn 4, once we have 4 mana, once we can play out Turgid's Lantern, just having 6 damage a turn could be really good, or forcing him to sacrifice permanents, whatever, is a lot faster clock. Turgid itself being a 4 damage dealer. I almost brought this in, but I was a little bit hesitant just because it's 5 mana and I wanted to have more stuff in the early game. But I think Turgid could be a good 2 of. Maybe take out Professor Onyx for it. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.